Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you may be. It's Friday, March 25th, just after lunch. Typically, most traders on a Friday like to be done and finished early as traders and then get ready for the weekend. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to review with you the Atlas line, what happened today. I'm going to show you the E-mini, and I'm going to show you what happened yesterday as well if you'd like to see a few days in a row using the Atlas line software for your trading. Before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds you can't afford to lose. So if you look here at the Atlas line for today, we have a few things happening this morning. First, we have a signal here to go long at 45.24, and then you have additional long signals. And the way the Atlas line works, it's basically indicating to focus on long trades using the P's and the S's, which indicate pullback and strength trades. Wherever you see a P and an S, it indicates to go long, indicated by these green signals here. So we have here about 4 or 5 signals here to go long. And then as the market begins to reverse here just before noon, about an hour or two into the day, the trading day, the market provides us instead sell signals. And again, that's because based on price action, we have the market crossing the Atlas line and producing a signal. Now, in addition, if you wanted to take additional short signals, we're going to look at these S's and these P's. There are probably 2 or 3 opportunities here, additional trades to go short. Now, if we continue now where we are right now, there are no other signals at the moment. The market is going sideways, it's going flat. It doesn't mean that you can't trade maybe using the Trade Scalper or another method called the blueprint or maybe even the roadmap. But for the Atlas line, we only have these signals here to go short. And the way this works using the Atlas line software, it's basically indicating price and time both have to coordinate to give us more short signals or to give us more long signals. So the market has to continually go longer and higher or shorter and sell off in order for these signals to appear. And that's why we don't see any signals. The market is flat. And this is actually typical when you come into a Friday, unless there's some news, unless there's something really happening. Fridays are usually, as we get into the end of the day, they slow down, the market kind of goes sideways. Now let's take a look at yesterday, Thursday, March 24th. So this is yesterday, scrolling here on the chart, this is yesterday, March 24th. And you're going to notice that the entire day, price did not drop below the Atlas line. It was completely above it. And so what this means is that any trade that you're taking, if you're just following the Atlas line, nothing else, we're going to look for long opportunities. And so there are a few long opportunities. So for example, the first signal of the day here, 44.64, what is it here? 44.6450 to go long. There's no problem with going long unless there's something stopping you. There's a filtering mechanisms that we use indicating should we go long or not. But if there's nothing stopping you, a great long opportunity. And then you're going to notice these S's and these P's indicating let's continue to go long. Every time you see an S or a P, it's a strength trade or a pullback pattern. And that's what the software provides for us. So we have here a grouping of S's to go long, another grouping of S's and P's here to go long. We have another one here, and we have a couple more as we get into the first few hours. We have here another pullback signal here to go long. We have another one here, strength, pullback. So there's so many opportunities on a day like yesterday to go long as you just follow the rules. The pullback and the strength trades have their own set of rules using specific stops and targets based on the trading that we do. So this is yesterday, and as you can see, the market stayed above the Atlas line. There's another strength trade here, and it continues as we get into the afternoon. Usually I don't look at the market this late in the day. And as a tip, just remember that as we get into the end of the session, whether it's the day session or the night session, the day traders that are trading on margin get squeezed. And what that means is since they're trading on margin, they have to get out of the market right as the day ends. So as a tip, please don't look into trading right the last 15, 20 minutes, half hour of the session. Usually the market increases in volatility and it's a little erratic because the traders get squeezed to try to get out of their positions because they're all trading on margin. So they have to close out their positions. And even though that happened here, we have here a strength opportunity, pullback, strength, a couple more as the day comes to an end. I think that it's better not to trade this late in the session. One other thing I'm going to show you here is if you look at the Atlas line settings, there's no optimization that's involved. So once you set it, you can set it to the market open time. For me, it's the New York Eastern Daylight Savings Time here at 9:30. But if you wanted to trade, let's say, the overnight session, which I have a lot of traders that tell me that the overnight session sometimes works better for them, using Jim with the NASDAQ market. One of my students, he always says to me he loves trading the after hours overnight session, which starts in his time zone, New York time zone, at 3 o'clock. So here we have just go back here. This is the overnight session here on the Atlas line, beginning when the London market opens. Locally in England, for us would be 3 o'clock in the morning, but for European time, 8 o'clock locally. So you see here, there are a few signals here to go short. Here's a long, more longs here, and then the market dropped here about 6 in the morning, New York time, again to go short, and then a couple more short signals here. So the Atlas line can be traded on any market as long as it has movement, and overnight, after hours for the international traders, even the day session for the US traders if they want to look at both. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, give us a call, visit DayTradeToWin.com. The Atlas line lifetime license is included with accelerated mentorship if you'd like to pick that up. It's an all-inclusive discounted program. You can pick up all of the courses and software with the accelerated mentorship, or you can get the Atlas line separately. Until next time, have a great weekend. I'll see you at the next video. If you're new to day trading and want to learn more on the benefits of trading the markets, visit DayTradeToWin.com, join the next mentorship class starting later this month, and subscribe to the Day Trade to Win YouTube channel. We focus on price action and we work exclusively with new and beginner traders who want to learn more on how to prosper from trading.